Okay. Good morning. We're going to start on our backs this morning. We're going to do a quick warm up. I have a packed class of exercises I want to get through. You're going to work your arms, your legs, and your core. We're going to divide our class into 3 segments. So we're going to do some core, then we're going to do some legs, then we're going to do some arms, and then we're going to go back, core, legs, arms. So for our warm up, feet about hip distance apart. Let's start with a few pelvis rocks, just pushing our low back into the floor and returning to neutral. A little compression of belly and then rocking. So pelvis rocking a couple times. And then find your neutral pelvis. The weight should be heavy across the tailbone, natural curvature to the back. Bring those arms straight up to your ceiling and then 10 times. Scissor one over the head and the opposite one by your head. Inhale as they come through the middle and then scissoring the other way. Last scissor. Then keep those arms straight up to the air. Bring the feet also into the air, tabletop. We're going to do a few dead bugs. That means your right arm heads over your head as your left leg sends away. Everything draws to the midline. Opposite side goes apart, comes back to the center. Opposite side separated, back in. So you're alternating from side to side. You're aiming for a neutral back. Or if you need to engage a little bit more, keeping yourself more stable, then do so. The breathing is an exhale away. Exhale away. Let's do one more. And last side, equal out. Good, and then lower those feet to the floor. The final one here on our back. Let's start a few bridges. So pressing into big toes, raising those hips high into the air. Huge breath in at the top, squeezing your bum, and then coming back down. Big breath in at the bottom, neutral pelvis. And an exhale where you come up into that bridge, pressing into your feet. Then coming down. So we're just using this morning as our way to warm up the hamstrings, warm up the body. We've moved our shoulders. We've activated our core so far. Try at least 3 more bridges on your own. Make sure you're going all the way up. Think about those feet spread across the mat. Possible one more. You might be a little bit ahead of me. Come to hands and kneeling when you finish that last bridge. We've got 3 things here in prone to work on just to finish that warm up equalize. We're going to start with our bird dogs, opposite hand, opposite leg coming apart. And then back down, blowing out. So if you're finding this easy, you can try placing a book or something flat on your back, keeping it there as you continue. Of course, we're keeping this as part of the warm-ups. We're using it for mobility of the shoulder and of the hip. They're not too fast yet. We got 2 more, 1 more on each side. Keep those hands on the floor, about hip shoulder distance apart. Take your right knee, I'm going to face you straight on just so you can see. Take that right knee up and out to the side. I want you to draw circles. Circles with the knee out to the side. 2. Circle it. 3. Warming up that hip. 4. Big hip circles. 5. Change the direction of that hip circle and go the other way. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Awesome. Let's go the other way. 5. Lift that hip. 5 hip circles one way. Now, as I'm doing these hip circles, I'm thinking again about my back being flat like a table. Change the direction. 5 circles the other way. I'm trying to make them as big as I can without, again, moving my back. 4. Good. Okay, find a little bit of our warm up here. Protraction and retraction of your scapula. It's kind of hard to see, but my elbows are going to stay locked or straight. I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together and then press them apart. Squeeze them again. Press them apart. So sink into a breathing pattern that feels natural. I'm calling today's class top 10. The top 10 favorites for me. Top 10 legs, top 10 arms, top 10 core. So our top core one today, we're going to start with a plank, a front plank. This front plank is going to be held for 45 seconds. So knowing you have 45 seconds, I want you to make any modifications that you prefer on the hands, on your forearms, on your knees, or on your toes. Find your favorite start position, and we are going to go in 3, 2, 1. So this is our first. This is top 10 favorite core exercises. Keep our spine nice and straight. Squeeze through our low core. So 45 seconds is a long time to hold your breath. So you're making sure you're breathing steadily. Right there, we just hit 30 seconds. So we have another 15 seconds of holding to go. Three, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Move to the side plank. Side plank here. With side plank, I love a jumping jack arms. We're going to do 20 jumping jack arms. You pick knees or 2 straight legs. Everyone is going to go up, and then that arm is going to go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at halfway. 10. Keep those hips lifted. 13, 14, 15. That means 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Come down, roll away from me. That's fine. I'm going to switch sides so you can hear me clearly. To do side plank on side 2, 20 jumping jack arms. Ready, set, and we are all up. So everything in the core section today, Pilates inspired or direct Pilates exercise. And then our legs and arms, a little bit of general muscle conditioning, ensuring that we've worked our whole body by the end of the class. 3, 2, for me, that's my last one. Done. Coming down. Woo. We're lying on our side on this side. We got double leg lift here. So head comfortably on your bottom arm, still side lie. 20 times. You're going to raise those 2 legs up. Raise them up. 2, 3. You should feel that pinch right along the side of your oblique. 4. Back is nice and straight. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's halfway. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can roll over again. Other side, if that's facing away, that's fine. We're going to get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Double leg lift. 3. Good. Nice straight back. 5. Chin away from the chest. 7. Maybe top hand on your body. 10. There's halfway. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's our 20. Come back onto your front, onto your hands and your knees. Our warm-up had a bird dog. We're going to do just bird dog arms, and we have the option of doing it from a full plank. If you really want a hard challenge, we're going to be on those toes, knees off the floor. I'm going to go knees down, a little modified, straight back, and start those arms. One arm going straight forward like bird dog, and then we're going to exhale and switch into the opposite arm. So you just keep alternating your arms. The straight back. 5, 6. Breathing. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This one I think it's hard. Breathe. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Holy moly. Do a little cat stretch. Catch your breath. Now you can do that on my knees. That felt very hard. Let's come back onto that side plank position. One more in this category. And this is actually number 5. We're going to take our hips inside plank. It could be knee down or 2 straight legs, but the hip drop, I call it. So you're going to lower those hips towards the mat, and then you're going to bring them back up 20 times. Pull it up 3. You might have that top hand now reaching for the ceiling, or you might keep it on your hip. 6, 7. Breathe, 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 breathe. 8, 9, 10. That's halfway. Push on. 13, 14, 15. 5 more. You've got it. 16. Chin away from the chest. 18. Yes. 19. One more. 20. Good. Same as before. Roll it safely to side 2. Lift ourselves up. 2. Yes. Chest is forward. Strong arm underneath you. If you have a sensitive elbow, you can always fold up that mat, make it thicker underneath the elbow. You have that top arm reaching for the ceiling, and that helps you lift up. We're over that halfway point. 11, 12, 13. Remember to sync your breathing. 17, 18, 19, 20. Amazing. That's halfway through our abs. Roll onto our back. Our next 5, all are on our back. We're going to bring those feet into the air. Arms, let them have that rest by your side. We're going to do double toe taps. Start with 20 double toes in. So if people have their preferences, the first 5 I went with had us moving around lots on our side, on our front, on our hands. And then I picked 5 for which we were really stable on the mat. Put your one hand if it's available on the stomach. Feel it getting firm with every tap. I'm at 15, so we got 5 more. If it's not hard enough, you're tapping further out, end of the mat or beyond. 18, 19, 20. I do love our double leg stretch. So bring those hands up, touch those shins. My head is still down. I'm going to send those arms and legs apart. Pull everything to the center. Blow them both away. Blow away. 5. Blow out. 7. Now the bigger you go, the harder it is, right? And if you move even slower, there's halfway. Now I'm really today thinking about squeezing my legs together, feeling inner thighs. Again, you want a bit more challenge. You're repeating this one. You could put a block, a book between your ankles, right? You're just trying to hold it there. The item doesn't have to be super heavy. I got 2 more. 1 more round. Keep those arms now back on the floor. Send those legs to the ceiling. Lower and lift. Some of us have the flexibility to go all the way to the floor. I'm going to go to about 45 degrees this morning. So send those legs out as far as you can. And then return them steadily back to the ceiling. So this one, feel hip flexors. You feel deep, low core. You're maintaining a beautiful neutral back. Keep pressing those shoulder blades to the floor. Lucky number 7 for me, that rep is heading all the way to 20. So you might notice my knee is slightly bent. Find that helps me stay in my core and less in my legs. So if you're getting gripping in the quadriceps, more knee bend, and that's fine, or shrink up the range of motion. Watch that head. Keep the back of the head flat on the floor. Keep trying to press those shoulder blades into the ground. Good. Okay. Let's bend those knees back in. We're going to do the 100. Couple options with the 100. You can keep the knees bent in tabletop, which is what I'm going to opt to do. If you want challenge, though, you're going to keep those legs out and long. Those of us who can lift our head will do so. You need to keep your back more straight. You're going to keep your head down, and you're going to focus on the pulsing arms. So ready, 100, wherever you are at today, let's go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. If your head is up, start to lower it back down. Lower your feet for a moment to the floor. One final exercise. Exercise number 10 that I love. Leg scissors. Today, with a pulse of the legs and the option with the head down and a pulse. I was doing this week, crazy hard on my core. So, legs go straight up to the ceiling. I'm going to do head down. Second round, if you want to try and head up, you can. But we're going to take that right leg, we're going to lower towards the floor. It's going to do 2 pulses once it gets down. It's going to pulse, pulse. You switch it to the top. Other one drops away. 2 pulses. Pulse, pulse. Switch. pulse, pulse. So now I think with the leg closest to me, I'm pulsing it towards me. And that's when I feel my abs. 5, switch, 6, switch, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, blow out now, 13. Think about that pulse towards you, 14, 15, bigger with the legs. There's 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. Wow, put those feet back down. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna do 5 of our top 10 leg exercises and 5 of our top 10 arm exercises. And then I wanna get back through, make sure I do all those abs once again before wrapping up with the legs and arms, okay? So we're gonna stand. Up to you if you're gonna use weights today for the legs. I've only picked something light today, but you can go heavier with your legs sometimes. We're gonna do some classic stuff for the legs. Feet starting shoulder distance apart. 20 squats. Now again, you wanna focus on your inner thighs, maybe grab that block or book. Putting it between the legs is another option here for at least the squats. So if I had to pick a top 10 leg exercise, of course, squats are gonna be there, probably most functional. I'm gonna be so useful throughout our life, keeping our knees, our hips mobile, strong. Breathing you again, straight back. We're already at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 more for me. So I'm gonna push it up with a little bit of vigor, a little bit of energy. Last 2. Okay, from our squat, I like focusing on deadlifts, something really functional. Again, I'm just turning sideways so you can see. Feet haven't changed, those same shoulder distance apart. This time the knees staying relatively straight and coming up and down. So important for our back here, this one. It's stretching and activating hamstrings, keeping our back muscles very strong and straight. And we may not feel this one with light dumbbells. Remember, it could be really functional to daily life. So, if you're using 2 5-pound dumbbells, that's about a 10-pound basket of laundry or a 10-pound bag of groceries that you have to gently put onto the floor. Maybe it's got some glass jars in it. You want to put that bag down with control. Letting my arms stay very close to my legs on the way down, as if they're traveling straight up an imaginary line or pole. So both squats and deadlifts, functional movement patterns. Works the legs very differently. First one I think is always a little more quad and glute dominant. This one's definitely more hamstring and glute or hamstring and low back dominant. So good matching or good to follow one with the other. 2 more. Awesome. For inner thighs, I love a lunge. Let's step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You take both those dumbbells rested on that front thigh. Eyes up across your space, and then nice deep lunges. 20 of them on each leg. So again, good one straight back. Belly button needs to be pulled in. There's 8. Shoulders are down from your ears, and that's the benefit of putting those weights on the front leg. Keep your shoulders a bit more relaxed. And you can apply that weight right near the pelvis, near the working area. 13. 15. Yes, 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, switch those feet. There are so many options for squats and for lunges as we start round 2 here, the opposite leg. So you might modify this with your back foot balanced up on the sofa, table, or chair. You can alternate this to a side lunge. What I like about the stationary lunge is that work of the inner thighs, this idea of being perfectly balanced. It also makes me more aware of any sounds or sensations at the knees. If I'm doing a step back or moving lunge, sometimes I'm not aware of my knees as closely. So I'm going for depth here. $13, $15, $50. This is when we got to push. We got 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Amazing, taking that off. I'm going to say no weights for the last one. It is a classic calf raise. I'd like us to work on our balance, so try to stay in the middle of your room, but if you need to be fingertip to a wall or on a table, then go for that. Pick your favorite leg. Let's see if we can do 20 raises without losing our balance. Now, right, you're in control of the speed of these calf raises. Like everything in Pilates, moving a little slower makes it harder. 9. Strengthen the muscles of the feet, the calf, the ankle joint. And research with people with the best balance tend to live the longest. Probably association to better functional abilities. Actually, they also link it to better brain health, that ability of your body to sense in your mind where you are in space and to react. I got 5 more still, and I feel like it's about to cramp. 4, 3, 2, holy moly, 1. Okay, I did touch down that last one. Switch your feet, spread your toes. If you're a bit ahead of me, that's okay. If you've already started. We have one better side for balance. Most likely side 1 for you is your better balance side. We would just naturally pick that one. So I'm noticing on this side, I'm quicker. My heel drops just a little bit faster. 12, 13, breathe now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Okay, I know that was only 4 leg exercises, but the other ones are all on the ground. So I'm just going to stick with 4 for now. You're going to pick up your weights. And we're going to do 5 arm exercises. So my favorites, not necessarily in the order I would say for today, but I'm going to start with a shoulder press. We've got 5 standing arms. So the first one's a shoulder press. 20 is a lot of repetitions, so think about your weight. And if you end up having only heavier ones with you now, you've just started and you think, no way, I'm not getting to 20, then you're going to go to alternating presses, right? One arm and then the other. Yes, it looks good. Strong back. We're at 12, 8 left. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There is our 20. Come down. Hinge that back over for me. Nice straight back. Let's do the tricep kickbacks. Let's draw those elbows high and then punch them back. In my class, my live class, we've been playing with the hand position here. We tried this week knuckles up to the ceiling. So if you want to try knuckles to the then you continue that way. You'll feel a different part of the tricep active. 9. And there's number 10. So halfway, keep unfolding. Wow, really squeeze the back of the arms now. 13. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Good. From triceps, of course, we're going to do a bicep. So many options here with biceps. Let me pick. My favorite would be a twisting curl. So starting closer, facing my thighs, if I can twist the camera, and then they rotate at the edge. Rotate. 3. Yeah. I feel like this gets the whole arms. Yeah, nice. Lift the chest a little bit. 6. 7. Think about that pinky finger leading the way up. Again, you got too heavy of a dumbbell, so you're using weights you pick for your legs. You're gonna alternate. Soft little bent knees, your back and straight. 6. 17. 18. 19. Let's do one more. 20. Shoulders, triceps, biceps. We're back to shoulders. This is the only one I would suggest possibly lighter weights. I have been lately loving a slow front raise. So again, I'm going to face sideways. Knees are a little bit bent. I'm going straight up to shoulder height. Why do I love this one? Because secretly it is also a core exercise. Got to keep a strong core as you raise that arm up. I'm doing both at the same time. But just like everything else, if it's starting to feel heavy, you're going to alternate. You're going to focus on one good raise with one arm, and then the next one with the other. Right, so just alternate. I'm going to breathe out. 16, 17, 18. 19, you got one more in you. 20, we could go back to hinge back. Hinge that back down. Our last one, exercise number 5 here, a reverse fly. And I picked that just because my weights here are a little bit lighter. So if you've got a heavy weight, you might change this one to a row. Let me show you that. That would just be bending the elbows, right? A fly or a reverse fly has straight elbows. So you pick your favorite. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is what's really killing you. You have to switch to the row. You could. Neck is long. The more you hinge over, the more effective gravity, the more it's going to feel heavy at your hands. Amazing, amazing. Put those weights down. Drink, sip of water, get yourself ready mentally. You got to run through that list of abs. Top 10 abs again. Start way back with the front plank. So you do have some time to grab a water. Think about what position you want to do your plank in. Hands, forearms, knees or toes. We're going to start in 5 seconds. So start to get those arms in. 3, 2, and off we go. With 45 seconds, we start within this front plank. You're doing amazing. Hips are down, you're breathing. Right there's that 30-second part of the timer, 15 seconds to go. Make sure you're not shaking, make sure your back is still as straight as it once was. Final 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2. We move down and onto our side. In our side plank, we opt for a jumping jack arm. Ready, set, and raise up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 straight legs if you can. 5, but that bottom knee can also be touching the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hips higher. 12, 14, 15. Come on. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You roll yourself over safely. Set up that other shoulder underneath. Ready, set, and we are off for side 2. Now, you've got a sore shoulder, can't kind of do this many side planks. You could be doing a double leg lift here, just still doing that jumping jack arm because it would make you feel really off balance. 8, breathe, 9. There's halfway, 10 more for me, 10, 9, 8, 6. Want it harder, lift that top leg. 5 more, 4, 3, 2. Stay on this side. Lower your body down. Some of you might have already been here with the double legs in the air holding, but we're going to join you and we're going to double leg lift now. Legs going up and down. I've got that top hand in front of me, 3, but if I want to challenge, I'm going to move it onto my hip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You've got it. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Amazing. Roll back over. Double leg lift. Side 2. Nice straight body. Double leg lift. So I'm feeling those obliques right on the side of the waistline. 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got 5 more. Go for height now. 16, 17, 18. My legs feel long and straight. 20. Amazing. Coming onto the hands and knees. Remember I said this is a blend of the plank and the bird dog. It's just the arms of the bird dog. And then you pick a kneeling plank or a from the toes plank. My little trick, I didn't say in round 1, was my hands were a little closer to each other, like center of the mat. Okay, ready? Long, straight back. Here we go. We're going to go up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finding the kneeling too hard. Just take it more like a real bird dog then. 13, 14, 15, 16. Breathe. 17, 18, 19, 20. Holy moly, amazing. Come back to your side plank position. Exercise number 5 was side plank with the hip drop. Okay, so you can do 2 bent knees, you can do 2 straight legs, or 1 bent knee. I'm going to show you 1 bent knee this time. I'm going to lift up high, and then I'm lowering that hip, pulling it back. Again, this could be the one that bothers the shoulder. The modification here is to stay lying on your side. Do that double leg lift, but then add a jumping jack leg. And to have you keep continuing if you're doing this one, I just want to show that one as well. So my legs will be up and I'm taking that top leg even higher. Okay, really good one again for side of abs. You might have 3 left, or you might have finished 2. I'm going to do 1 more. Okay, we're all switching sides. So you might be doing a double leg lift with a jumping jack, or you're joining me for all 20. We don't lose count. Hip drops. Here we go. Up and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on, 12, 13. Finish this part strong. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, Zowie, 20. After all that moving around, we came on to our back. Started with double toe taps. Shoulder blades are down. Head can be down, or if you're looking for a little extra, you can try and head up. And we're going to tap the floor. 20 taps. 2. Blowing it away. 6, 7. There's 8. Now, you want it harder, you're going to tap further. 10, 11, 12. Again, one more advanced. Maybe your head is up. That might work through the upper fibers of the stomach a bit more. 4 left. 3, 2, 1. It is double leg stretch. Put those hands on the outside of the shin. Again, options. Head down if you need to keep that spine straight. Looking for a little more advancement. You're going to try to hold that head up and send them out. So for me, sometimes keeping my head up just goes right into my neck. So opting for a head down, but a bigger V for me gets right into those low stomach muscles. I keep reminding us, for myself as well, moving a little bit slower. Try not to rush it because I'm finding it tiresome. Two more. 19. You can see me struggling. I can barely talk. 20. Good. Legs go straight up to that ceiling. We did lower and lift again. Some of us have that range. Go all the way to the floor. I'm going to go to about just past 45, I think now. Pushing it away and breathing it back up. What I feel myself, as I go too far, my abs start to quiver and shake. So I know that's maybe just outside of my range of motion. We want to feel that we've had a nice workout, but we definitely do not want to cause any sort of injury that just sets us back. So knowing your sort of stopping mark with this one, I think, is so important. In round 1, I did talk about my knees because I can see them again. They're slightly bent. Classic Pilates teacher would have nice straight legs. But as soon as I make my legs that straight, I just feel my quadriceps working, my hip flexors working. Keeping that weight in the tailbone. You just cross that threshold. We're already at 12. And I started to go a bit bigger again. I feel those legs starting to shake. Nice. Good. You guys look good. 17. I think it's the order here because I know the next one is going to be the 100. And I did opt for tabletop. I think it's because my quads, like they are again, on fire. Let's do one last one, rep number 20. Maybe a little hug of the knees. Okay. Think of our options for the 100. 100 is amazing because there's so many variations. You can do head up. You can do head down. You could do legs totally straight, 45 degrees or lower. You could do knees bent as I did in round 1. Okay? I'm going to get you to pick your favorite leg setup again. Get those legs out however you wish. Decide if you're going to elevate your head or not. And then let's go together. We're going to go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Breathe. 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale. 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. In. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 70. 1, 2. 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2. Then out, 2, 3, 4, 90. In, 2, 4. 5, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees. Ooh. Okay, and our final one in this group was leg scissors. I really highlighted today that you don't always have to twist with the scissor. We highlighted the pulse with the leg, okay? So it is the second round, so if those who want to twist, go on to twist, they can bring their head up with their hands and they can do the twist. You're gonna keep your head down with me and just focus on those legs with the pulse. You can do that too. So here we go, one leg dropping, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse. This is 3, and blow out 4, 5, pulse, 6, and pulse. Think about pulsing it towards you. 8, 9, 10. Yes, 11, 12, 13, 14. Push on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Holy roll. Catch your breath. The great news is that both our legs and our arms, the 5 and 5 that we have left, are lying or side lying. So let's move into side lying for our 5 legs. Okay. I picked 3 that were very butt driven because I love working glutes. And then we sort of roll onto our front and we got another butt exercise. So butt. So we're gonna start with clams. Classic, if I had to pick my top 10, clams would be on this list, of course. So I have my heels elevated, mine with my bum. I'm trying to bring that top leg all the way to the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, keep going. 12, 13, 14, 15. I find these last 5 are my burners. 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Stretch up just that top leg. Rotate those 5 toes towards your mat. Let's take it up and slightly behind you. Hip abduction is always on my class list. Love a hip lift or leg lift. I find if I turn my toes down, it is so effective into that butt. Belly button is pulled in. 7. We're at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Rest the leg. Move your body back so it's closer to the back edge of your mat. That's your shoulder and your butt. And then have those feet together and at the front corner, bottom corner of your mat. We're going to do side kick. Again, a great one for butt. You're going to look at that top leg and height with your shoulder. You're going to look like you're kicking a soccer ball to the front, then point your toe and go to the back edge of your mat. From forward all the way to back. Now for this one, it's the build-up. Those first 2 exercises got that butt muscle fired. And then the challenge with this one, number 3, is to keep the leg always at this height. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're only halfway. Bigger kicks if you can. 11, 12. I'm really watching my leg in the camera. Make sure it's not going too low or too high. Always at the same height, front to back. 16, 17. Starting to really burn here. 18, 19, and 20. Again, before going to the other side, let's just roll onto our tummy. Those who know me, I love a Superman leg for your butt. So let's drop that head down. Feet about the width of your mat. 20 times, raise those legs. 1. 6, breathe out. Belly button is in. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bend your knees, stick your heels together. Kind of like a frog or a ballerina. Your head is still on your hands or forearms. Let's squeeze our butt enough to lift those quadriceps off of your mat. We're raising and then back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, got it, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Holy, my bum is on fire. Push yourself back, you need a little cat stretch. Make sure you're rolling yourself also. A moment to face the other direction. I'm going to roll with my head at the other end of my mat. Alexis just called. She called, I don't know what. You have to go over to her house. Alexis just called me, but I'm on the call. She called me on the telephone. I'm using it. So, yeah. Sorry, side lie. Second side, clams, right? This is the build up. Got our clams. If you started, amazing. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember those heels in line with your butt. 13, 14, 15, 16, you've got it. 17, 18, 19, 20. Leg stretches out, big toe, facing the floor, up in a slight pullback. Okay, I like that position of the legs to target the glutes the most effectively. You could also, of course, opt for a toe that is more straightforward. That'll work more the outer hip, my T-band. There's 10. If you rotate your toes to the ceiling, you're going to get into those quadriceps. So that's a kind of different feeling, but you might appreciate that modification now if your butt's really tight. One more. Okay, the final one, side kick, where we moved our shoulder back, we moved our bum back, so we're a straight line, and our feet were a little bit diagonal forward. From there, we lifted the top leg. It stays at that shoulder height from front to the back edge of your mat. Those who want a little coordination, draw the toes towards you on the way forward, but then point your toes as you head back. Toes towards you, point them on the way back. Is that added ankle movement, something else to think about? Even I'm catching, I'm tired, my head and my body a bit wiggly. So turning on more core muscles, engaging deeper muscles to steady my body. Breathe out, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, come on, 5 more, keep it at that same height. 17, 18, 19, it's not on fire, I can't believe it. 20, rub your forehead. The good news, we've already done the face down. I'm not gonna have you repeat it. I'd like to get through these last final 5 arms. Okay, we're taking you right to the end of the class. Let's roll onto our back. You're gonna need some dumbbells. Once you're on your back with dumbbells, we're gonna start with tricep skull crushers. Those are the most scary. So we're gonna start with those arms up in the air, lowering the dumbbells by our ears. Big hammer. 2, 3, 4, 5. So as much as I'm obsessed with glute exercises, I also seem to be very obsessed with tricep strengthening exercises. So try and do triceps in all sorts of body positions or ways. I like my palms, and this one facing my ears. Find this wrist position a little more safe or easy to manage. But if you're playing around with palm position, you could here. We got 3 left, 2 left, last 1. Keep those arms straight up to the ceiling. Next one I love is a fly. Works the chest. Nice big arms out and close. 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Keep going. Keep going. I'll be back in 5 minutes. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stick those palms towards your thighs for me. Bend your elbows. Double arm punch. It's a chest press. So just like the butt, for me, a build up here, it's called a compound, layering one exercise onto the next and onto the next gives you that really good burn. So we did triceps first, right? That activated the back of the arms. Then we activated the chest with the flies. And then by putting a press here at the third one, we're putting those 2 muscles back into focus. Chest and triceps. We only got 5 more though. 5, 4, 3, 2. If you know me well, last one, you can probably predict my last exercise. It is a push-up, of course. I'm crazy about the push-ups. You can go to your wall, you can do it on the floor, you can do it on your toes, you can do one on your knees. Knowing it's gonna be the last thing we're gonna do today. 20 of your best push-ups. Here we go. Set your rhythm. If you can, slow that rhythm down for extra challenge. I'm not counting aloud, just in case you've got your rhythm. You've made it to 20. Pause, sit back on your heels. Catch your breath. So my classic book ended with probably my favorite 2. Plank up number 1, push-ups here at the end. Crawl those fingers to one side to give that arm, shoulder, and back a good stretch. And crawl those fingers to the opposite side. We have gone already over our hour mark. So you may take more time to do some stretching. I'm going to ask you just to come to sitting. Show you one last nice stretch. Just this, from side to side. It's dynamic, but it does get through those abs, back. And just by moving my arms, I find side to side kind of loosens them up a bit. I want to make sure you have the rest of your morning to get to all of your things. We're just gonna stop here. We're gonna take one huge breath in, big stretch up. And let it go. Amazing. Sheena's top 10. Have a good Friday.